Hey, that was a really funny joke. Remember, we're gonna...
Yeah, that joke that we just said before we started
Yeah,
rolling,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
great.
What's a funny joke that we can use?
I haven't seen Suits yet.
That's not funny, that's not a joke. If it is a joke, I'll be very glad because it would have to be like...
It's not a joke.
Oh,
You want to know what else isn't a joke?
don't say it.
What?
What is it?
I've been watching the Del Toro Quest anime recently.
What? The what?
You remember Del Toro Quest, like the book series?
Del Toro Quest.
Yeah, it was...
No,
like
I don't
fantasy
remember.
book series.
No.
Oh, damn, okay.
I never read a lot.
Fair enough.
In my youngin' days.
Your youngin' days.
In my youngin' days.
Okay.
Guess I'm still in my youngin' days, eh?
No, you're
Beep,
in your
boop,
olden
bop.
days.
Okay.
You're like at least middle-aged.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not even near middle-aged. You're middle-aged.
Why am I middle-aged?
You look middle-aged.
I don't look middle-aged, just my forehead looks middle-aged.
Exactly.
No.
If your forehead looks middle-aged, then so do you, right?
Bippity boppity no.
Bippity boppity. What does it go?
Bippity boppity boo.
Well, as you can see for this episode, we're not sitting around on camp chairs in the backyard today.
Yeah, we're not anywhere.
We're not anywhere.
We're gonna be
well,
everywhere.
we're somewhere, but everywhere.
But nowhere.
We're nowhere, but also everywhere. Like time.
We're so every you don't need a where.
So every you don't even need a where. That's how every it gets. Screw this. I want to be something. Do something. I just don't know when to start.
And
that's
where
exactly
it is stuff.
that's exactly when it happened.
But no, I've been watching the Del Toro Quest anime. People who actually read the books.
An anime?
So it's an Aussie book series.
Yeah, and they made an anime of it, like Japanese.
And the author was like, hey, I like anime. Let's make my books into an anime. So they did. Crazy.
Oh,
It's like a very weird nostalgia here.
brother. Why you be so eager? Right, well that's interesting.
Yeah.
What's it about then? Is it always
So
like...
it's about this guy Leaf and these two other people called Barda and Jasmine. They're traveling around the land
Wait,
of
I
Del
can't
Toro.
go right from here. Oh my god. I hate this intersection. I always think I can go right there. Oh.
They're traveling around the land of Del Toro, trying to reunite all of the sacred gems of the 7 tribes of Del Toro so that they can defeat the Shadow Lord.
Okay.
Super basic fantasy series.
I can tell,
Super inspired too.
yeah, I can tell the author really liked anime, I guess. He can beat the Shadow Lord.
Dude, it's just super cliche. It's great.
It's great.
It's
I don't
great
like cliche.
because it's like a perfect introduction. Because it was properly my introduction to fantasy.
Really?
Like when I was really young, that was like a fantasy series that stood out for me.
Like, are you talking just for like fantasy books or like for fantasy in general?
Fantasy books, more so, I'd
Yeah,
say. Like,
yeah.
because I was in primary school when I read them.
Yeah. My introduction to anything fantasy was obviously Skyrim.
Yeah. But no, like, it's good. I don't mind it. It's just because I read all the books ages ago, completely forgot about it. Then I remembered there was an anime. Now I'm watching it. It's alright. I don't mind
It's
it.
alright. I don't think I've only ever watched one anime, and that was Tokyo Ghoul. Have you watched that?
Oh yeah, I watched most of that. I think
Yeah.
it was alright.
I love Tokyo Ghoul, man.
Yeah, it's good.
I thought that shit was sick. Bear in mind, this was a long time ago when I didn't realize like kind of how cringe all this shit was, but
I mean,
I say that
it lost me. Like the story lost me a little while because I just like lost what was happening.
there was like 2 seasons
Yeah.
that I saw or something, but I kept like seeing more stuff of
Okay.
like what happens further on, and I'm like, where is this seasons? Like, this is not available to me. Anyway, By the way, we're also getting some lunch, viewers.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we're
I already
heading
ate
into a
mine,
drive-thru.
but it's time for the food break. So just, I don't know. What is that? A Hungry Jack's burger that spins on the screen.
Which one? What should I get? Do you know anything good?
No, I never come to Hungry Jack's, so.
No, neither.
We should get the Fiery Angus Grill Masters.
That sounds expensive.
Sounds above my pay grade.
Yeah, that sounds like too much. Well, yeah, this is going to be an interesting episode of the podcast because we haven't recorded for a long time, and
Yeah, nearly.
we've got a lot has happened. We've got a lot to catch up on.
A lot has happened.
Yeah.
So welcome to episode 8, maybe, of the Big Things cast.
Yeah,
It
maybe.
is episode 8.
Something like that.
I don't think it's 7.
You don't think it's 7?
I don't think it's 7.
I was only told that Never mind, let's order.
Yeah.
Do you want anything you want to drink? Hot chocolate?
Yeah, I'll get a drink.
You better decide on what you want.
Just a Sprite.
Hey, what can I get for you?
Hi, can I just get the cheese, bacon, and chicken burger, please?
Yeah, just 5 stuff in a meal.
In a, what size drink do you want?
Medium.
In a medium meal with a Sprite, please.
Yeah,
Yep, that'll be all, thanks.
yeah, sure, well.
Thank you. Yes, I have to turn the car off to order. The clutch is too loud. And I swear it's just the heavy duty clutch.
This poor boy.
This
This
Has-
loud motherfucker.
This has a DPF. It has catalytic converters. It has a muffler. I can assure
It's
you.
legal.
All the stuff that comes from the engine to the exhaust, it's got all those processes.
Yeah.
Well, that black smoke you see, that's
Don't worry about
it's
it.
not me. Well, I just farted.
This is Beamer in front of us.
It's not- Of course it's the Beamer though.
Yeah. We'll just make sure we drive behind a Beamer for the entire trip. We'll be fine.
There's always a Beamer. Whenever we talk about like sooting or
Yeah, we'll just have a little one right
black
here.
smoke or anything, that's just yeah. We just have a Hot Wheels Beamer on the dash. It was the Beamer, not us.
Exactly. Oh, sorry.
No, hold on. I have.
Ossifer. I don't know
Yo,
what you're talking about.
It was the
It was
Mustang.
It was the Bugatti something.
Veyron. I'm
Is it
assuming.
Veyron? I think this is Chiron.
I don't know.
It's a car.
All those like crazy supercars, I don't know my shit.
Yeah, fair enough. I haven't known my shit for a few years now. I think there's a new Ferrari, but
I don't know. I don't keep up, eh? There's too much going on in the world to keep up with.
yeah, like the F1. Have you been?
Yeah,
keeping
I
up
was
with the
just
F1?
about to say the F. I was literally just about to say that.
Yeah, Oscar Piastri. He's doing great, isn't he? Pride of the nation. What? He just won Bahrain on the weekend.
What about Alonso?
Alonso.
Yeah, he's doing great in 14th place.
In his rookie year.
In his rookie year. Yeah.
And then Hamilton. He's been at Ferrari. I don't know if he's been doing much.
I feel like it's just, aside from Ricciardo not being there,
Yeah, for Red Bull.
yeah. Aside from Ricciardo being dropped for some reason, even though he was like, I don't know. Well, he was good.
Yeah.
As in like a good personality for the sport. It's really just like you're watching a race with all these people that are always going to be in it because it's never like a 1v1, right?
Yeah.
But the whole time you're really just watching like 3 or 4 people. Like that's it.
Nobody's there to watch the fucking kick team.
Yeah, it's never like all 14 people are competing with each other. It's like they start together, they don't finish together. In a minute in, first lap, they're not together anymore. It's a very different thing. What the fuck is going on in front of us as well? This goddamn Beamer.
It's Beamer and this goddamn dog.
Oh, it's the dog. Okay, I forgive them, they have a dog.
That's all the black smoke.
No! Dog farts. Yeah, so
So
where were we
things-
talking? What were we
Who
up
wants
to?
to start?
Hey? I think you should start.
What should I start with?
Let's talk about. So it's been like about a month since we've caught up.
That's about right.
In that time, what have you been up to? Aside from like working and studying, and of course. Wait, do you have mid-semester break this week?
Next week. So
Because I just realized my mid-semester break starts this week
Oh, this week's your
because
mid-semester break.
Easter.
Do you have a 2 weeks mid-semester break?
I think.
Surely not.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I have to go to uni in the morning and then we can record the podcast. And then I was like, I don't have uni. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't go.
Fair.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about dropping out of uni. So we can talk about that first. I'm thinking about dropping out of uni.
Okay, I just won't talk. Okay. No. Why,
You do-
why are you dropping out of uni?
Well, I don't know if I am yet. I'm for fuck's sake. Do I have my wallet on me? Yeah, I do. Cool. I've just been thinking about it because, I have plenty of cash I can pay with. Let's just pay for this first.
Yeah, let's just get out food. No, I've literally just been doing work. Studying. Sort of thing.
I didn't ask. I wasn't there yet. We're not up to that in the list yet.
Here's the list. I don't know, like,
It's in my head.
you didn't give me the script before this. I'm lost it.
The script.
The script. I need
It's all good. You fly solo. I'll keep us on track. That's how it works. Did you hear what she said?
No.
She goes, "You're out to drive on." And she's like, just put my money in the till, but she hasn't given me my $2.25 back. How dare she?
You should sue her for that.
Maybe she somehow heard me say keep the change, but I was joking. I actually want my money back. But I hate it when like at Domino's, I'm like at the counter,
And people just say keep the change.
and it's like 45 cents, and they're like keep the change, and I'm like, I'm not. Why? Like,
those-
I don't even know if I should say thank you for that. I don't know if
Those
that's
little silvers count. I have a jar of just silvers, $90 worth of silvers, just in this jar. You want to know how long I've been building that jar for?
No.
3 fucking years.
Who counted it?
Me.
How bored were you?
I just keep a tally. I'll literally pull it up right now. Where are we?
You keep a tally.
I keep a tally of how much is in this.
That's
fucking
the
jar.
kind of man that Dane is. He keeps a tally of his silver coins jar.
Yeah. Ignore that I have 22 $1 coins in there, but
What? That's not even silvers.
but they're like the
why do you
special
tally
$1
the
coins.
73 10-cent coins, 60 fucking 5-cent coins, 103 20-cent coins.
They're very common.
It's not even $90. It's 83.40.
It's close enough if you round up.
It's close to 85. Why are they giving fruit bags back? How fucking...
The dog already ate it.
What is going on here? We've been in this drive-thru for like literally... We've been recording for 15 minutes and it's like a 2-minute drive here. What? How long have we been here for? This is the whole podcast. So we're just
Yeah.
going to sit here.
This is gonna be
Not that you can really tell.
right
It's-
next to the Jack's Cafe barista coffee. Look, it's Jack.
He's jacked.
No, he's not. He's alright.
No, yeah.
He's a twink.
He definitely doesn't know how to make coffee. He's just a model or something.
No. Coffee's only good when it's made by a they them.
Why is it...
No, look.
Let's-
If there is that white guy or a they them behind the coffee machine, who do you trust more to make you a better latte?
The 15-year-old underpaid worker.
Which is
A straight white chick. I don't know. I don't know. No. I don't know.
they them coffee is better.
In my head, everyone is just like straight until proven otherwise.
Guilty until otherwise.
Like I never look at someone and think they're probably a they them.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't really know what that means. And second of all, I don't think about that. I just think they're a person. Like I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think about their sexuality.
No, but when you go into the coffee shop, this should be something you do consider.
I should be walking into a coffee shop going,
You should
no,
be
that
leaving
that's
Yelp
straight
reviews
looking.
based on the amount of gay people
say
that they
Yelp?
have on their stuff. Yes. Because nobody uses Google reviews.
Nobody
Nobody.
uses Google
Nobody.
reviews. How do you
They only use Yelp, the ultimate platform.
what to you what is a they them look like?
What does a they them look like? Looks like a good barista.
What does a good barista look like?
A they them.
You're such a prick. You always do that. Oh man, thank you. Where am I gonna put my fucking phone, you fuck?
Couldn't do it.
We could have fucking walked in and got that quicker, but then we wouldn't be able to sit in here.
You wouldn't
in the
have been
car
able to
and
hear my
be-
amazing joke about they them baristas.
It's not even a joke.
It's a great joke.
You're a joke.
Maybe.
And what? Damn, at least we got in before all that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Fucking red pea plates.
Me.
They're still waiting for their food. They've parked up. I love how the dog is like front seat but in the back seat. The dog's just stuck his head through.
The dog just wants to know what's happening.
The dog just be doing the dog. What the fuck? This dude is in the oncoming lane. He pulled out and was like, this is a real wide turn. Whoa, I'm going way too fast for this one.
Damn, I love these one-way streets in Nambour.
It's like, literally you could fit three. If this was Brisbane, you'd be able to fit 2 more blocks on either side.
Oh, yeah. So, potentially dropping out of uni. Why?
Oh, I thought we were talking about they, them baristas.
No, that's not over. We're done with
Oh,
that
we're done with that?
conversation.
I'm so intrigued though. Like,
No, you weren't quick enough for it.
I like the coffee from, you know, the Caf in Coolum? I like their coffee. They do a really good coffee.
Yeah, that's alright.
And you know who works there? Half of our graduating class. Or more. Like,
I knew, I think Abby used to work there.
Emily works there.
Really?
Dello?
Right, okay.
Yeah, she works there. I see her all the time.
She finally left Macca's. Good for her.
Well, yeah, I think the only one who hasn't left Macca's from our grade is May. I see her there all the time. May Carey.
I mean, Nate hasn't left Macca's.
Nate.
My
Guys.
roommate.
Oh, what, mate? May.
Huh?
You know May?
You know Nate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I said Nate. Cut this.
Uni.
Canceling the trip. For our audio listeners at home, I changed the aircon down and then Dane looked at me and then just turned it back up.
I put it back now.
Uh-huh. Yeah. After I threatened to cancel the trip.
And what, cunt?
About the trip.
About the trip. What's about the trip?
We need to book that ferry
Oh, fuck, we
to
do,
Tasmania
eh?
because it's about halfway through the... No, hold on. It's not about halfway. Sorry. I keep planning shit that like is starting or ending around like the midpoint of the year.
Yeah.
And so I keep thinking it's fucking like June, July already.
No.
It's not.
It's
like
only April.
in the next like 2 months I want to book that ferry.
That's probably a good idea.
And I say that going, yeah, we got plenty of time, but it's not. It's not that much time.
Hey, it's a beamer again.
Oh, who's behind the beams? It's 2.
It's just the fucking black smoke. Jesus Christ.
Also, sorry about my sniffling. I am sick. A little bit. I had a long weekend, which I'll get to. I will get to it.
We will get to it.
Oh my
We do
God.
need to book that ferry soon. Do you know roughly when we're going to be arriving? Like, for the ferry?
I know the rough date, but the date that we want to book the ferry is the latest date that we can get there by.
Of
So
course.
I know the rough date. Like I'm in the planning because I haven't been able to touch the planning for so long.
Yeah.
Or just anything really. I've been flat out recently. In the planning, I'm right up to about the date that we get into Melbourne, roughly.
Okay, cool.
Obviously planning to stay at my grandma's there,
Yeah.
or the other option is my brother's, or my other grandparents,
Yeah.
or even Ellie.
Ah.
Not that we really, like that's last resort, just,
That sounds like last resort.
yeah, like the three of us in a little dorm room. But, Melbourne is one of the places that we're planning to stay at for a while, like likely up to like a week, but just because we want to have as much spare time between like the earliest date that we'll get into Melbourne and the latest date that we'll get into Melbourne, so that way we can make the ferry even if we have like a delay.
Yeah.
I don't know the latest date because to be able to get that, I need to plan out the entire trip.
Yeah.
So, give me some time.
Of course.
But like, I'm gonna.
Well, we still need to even confirm like the latest date that we can stay on the trip because I don't know my uni schedule for
I'm sorry,
next
what?
year yet.
What?
What?
I'm sorry. We confirmed the latest date that we would be on the trip.
No. Back from the trip. Like how long we have.
Yeah, like 3 years ago when we started planning this thing, we said yes, this date to this date, and every year you've changed, or every fucking.
I haven't changed it. Blame you.
You changed it.
Go take it up with Debbie, okay?
God damn you, Debbie. Well, what do you mean? Would it get earlier?
It either will be earlier or later, but really, I don't really care. I'll stay there. I'll stay on the trip until March if we fucking have to.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because I'll be broke.
Same. But
Yeah. I mean, I already am broke.
you'll be beyond broke.
Yeah. I'll be broker. Well, that's highly unfortunate.
Yeah.
If it goes earlier.
Shouldn't do.
But yeah, either way, like we'll just have to like postpone uni if we're on the trip and
The first week, nothing happens.
yeah. And we can always do online classes as well.
Yeah.
Like you can always watch your lectures and do work in the car.
Speaking of which, something I probably should do. I haven't watched I'm behind 5 lectures in one of my courses.
Oh, I'm behind about 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
Yeah, I had to do an assignment. I hadn't even gone to class for the last 3 weeks and I had an assignment due. And I was like, how do I do this? And then I had to go to work and I was fucking stressing, bro. And that's when I was like, I need to drop out.
Fair enough.
So let's talk about dropping out of uni.
Yeah.
So I'm studying business and management, right? And I'm working as a manager.
Yup.
So obviously the uni degree in the long run.
Is to get you to be a manager.
Well, no, it's not like I don't need the degree for exactly what I'm doing. Like everything that I need to know will be taught to me
Yeah.
and more by just working this job. And this job is like a full-time job. It's a lot of work. But the degree is more of a plan B, because basically, like, let's say I'm in this job for the length of my degree, and then by the end of it, I go, fuck it. I'm sick of this industry. I want to go put these skills and this knowledge and my degree all combined into somewhere else or something like that and start somewhere else. That is the plan B, basically.
Yeah.
Is going, I don't just have experience, I have an actual degree and qualification in this and this.
Holy shit, it's a Google Street View car.
Yo! Yo!
That's bad.
We're gonna be on Street View!
Dude, we're fucking famous.
That's it, we've made it. We've made it.
We've peaked.
We've peaked at Street View. I want to go chase it. That is so cool. Anyway, so with my work, I'm working like minimum 40 hours, and usually I'm usually at work per week, like working for like 50 hours.
Yeah, okay.
And then every day I have like an hour travel time as well, because I'm living fucking half an hour away,
Yeah.
which really sucks. And on top of that, I have uni to do. But I only have like 2 classes, and it's not that much work. But yet still, when I have like an assignment to do, or I have to sit down and study something, or there's just something that comes up that I just don't understand it, I just can't find the time to, like, the free couple hours to dedicate to it, because I'll get home super tired. Some nights I'll get home and I'll just straight up I'll just fall asleep. I fell asleep in my uniform on Friday night. Literally got home, laid in bed on like Reels, and then like woke up with my phone still open on like a video on Reels in my full uniform, jeans and belt and everything.
Yep.
It was so bad. And then generally I'll like get maybe 6-7 hours of sleep, wake up, and then go straight back to work. So
Yeah, makes sense.
and then on top of that, I've got the big things thing to plan, as in like all the planning and like going through each day and the stops and stuff like that, plus like the finances, plus like sorting out like the little intricate things and just like the things we need to have prepared, the equipment, the car and stuff. This needs work. And then just fucking finding a rental. Like I need to find a place to live that's not where I'm staying right now as well.
Yeah, okay.
Would be quite nice. Yeah, I got a lot on my to-do list. And then also going through and editing the video. Editing up.
For the small thing.
Yeah,
sure.
for the small things trip, the over 4 terabytes. Sorry, over 4 terabytes of footage we recorded for that, and I haven't been able to touch that, or the planning, or uni, for about over a month. Bearing in mind I did move out as well.
Yeah.
In that time, but still.
Of course.
Yeah. So.
Shit's been up in the air.
Yeah, well, like my priorities right now are like work and the big things trip, and then uni has to come after that. And I also fucking have the gym. Like I can't just sit on my ass all day.
Yeah.
Or like just be at work all day.
Because the issue with uni is that if you can't really prioritize it, there's really no point to it.
Yeah, and you pay for it as well. Like it's your choice. And I don't want to be paying for it and be failing it or anything like that. I don't know if I can actually dedicate the time to everything, because I spend a lot of time at work, like a lot of time.
Yeah. I mean,
like
I don't know.
every week I regularly do over like 12-hour days.
Oh yeah, of course you do. But I don't know at your uni, but I think if you can defer now, you'll still have to pay, like put it on your hex for this semester, but you won't get any like academic penalty if you can defer it now or like drop out now. That's what I was thinking.
I was thinking that I would try and finish this semester and then defer the next.
Yeah. But
if I fail,
it's a bit rough because you have to repeat the courses.
Yeah. But I'll still have to repeat these courses because I haven't finished them.
Yeah.
But then there's no point in trying to finish the semester if I'm expecting to fail anyway.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's kind of my options, is I'm thinking about like just deferring, not like dropping out entirely.
Okay.
Until after the big things trip.
Yeah.
But even then, after the big things trip, I don't have to plan anymore, but I still have to work. My work will pick up.
Yeah.
Or maybe not pick up, but like I'll be working a lot. And then I have to edit the movie for the action, like the big one. That's gonna, we did 4 terabytes in, what was it, like 10 days or something? 10 days of filming?
12 maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 12
4
days.
terabytes in 12 days of filming. Times that by, what is it, 8?
Yeah, roughly. We're fucked.
Times that by like, 7 or 8.
Like, we made estimates to have about 44 terabytes just of footage.
Yeah, I'm expecting...
That's not counting photos and the other smaller videos we take, any of the audio recording.
Yeah, I'm expecting at least 40 terabytes, which we need to sort out hard drives for.
Yeah, which I have a point that I want to talk about.
Oh, yes. Yes,
So,
hard drives.
For hard drives, obviously, to just go out and buy a bunch of fucking hard drives, it's all really expensive.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, on Facebook Marketplace recently, I've been seeing plenty of people selling their old hard drives that still look in pretty good condition.
Yeah.
Like, obviously there's a slight gamble just because, like, yes, they are selling them off, so they may not be good anymore. But a lot of the times it's just they don't need them anymore, so they may as well make a quick buck. And you can get, like, 3-4 terabyte hard drives for under $100.
I do really like...
Pretty crazy.
I really like this idea. The ones you sent me, though, are HDD, so an actual hard drive.
Yeah.
Hard drive has a disc in it.
Yeah.
Which you can sometimes hear spinning. So 2 things. One, if the hard drive is over 3 or 4 years old, it's not worth buying.
Yeah.
It's also not worth storing footage that if we lose, we will absolutely never get back. Like, it's not like we're putting files on there.
Yeah.
If that footage is ever corrupted or lost, or that hard drive fails,
It's just gone.
there could be, what's 4 terabytes? 12 days? 10 12
Yeah.
days of footage? Gone. Like, I would be insanely upset if that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, like, that's...
Be the most frustrating bit, because it could be any
Yeah.
great part of the trip.
What happens in 10 years when we look back and we go, oh, remember that? And then we go, we didn't actually get... Like, oh, that was a big one. I did not see that till the last second.
Yeah, neither. Fuck.
Eee, that's bad. I don't want to park up near the school. Let's park up here, actually.
Fair enough.
Oh, another one. Yeah, so the thing with hard drives is they're less reliable.
Yeah.
They are less...
HDDs, yeah.
Yeah, because they have that solid disk in them. And the ones you sent me, they were those disk ones, right?
Yeah. But no, I've seen plenty of others that are SSDs.
Yes, that was the thing I was kind of thinking about, is like we have to get SSDs. Even if we buy them new, they have to be SSDs.
Yeah.
Because the hard drives are just less reliable. And
Also, just
the thing with the
read and
discs
write
is
speed,
obviously
it's not worth
exactly
it.
really a lot slower, and we need to be able to transfer off
A
over
fuck ton of files
it's
so quickly.
over 100 gigabytes in however long we have to
That night, or
like
the
run the
morning.
laptops
Yeah.
and stuff like that night. And our other option, if like we don't have the time to transfer off all the files after that day, like when we set up camp and stuff and we don't have the time, or it's for some reason we don't have the means, our inverter breaks or something like that and the laptops are dead. The other option is we have a spare SIM card or 2 that we can put in and swap them out. So we have like another 100 gigabytes or so to record, or however much it is. But the only problem there is, again, those SD cards are really expensive. So I don't want to have that many of them.
Yeah.
Although the goal would be just to have like fucking 20 of them. That would be sick.
I've got like 5 that are at least above 64.
Yeah.
So I'll be bringing all those, of course, but
That'd be good.
it's only so far they can go.
Our next problem with hard drives is, well, not next, but we are saying the disk. If there's someone else's, unless they're new, you know that's been used and you don't know how much. And because this is disk, it does have a limited. It's not like an infinite 4 terabytes, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So like you can have 4 terabytes on there, delete the 4 terabytes, and keep putting 4
Another
terabytes
4
and delete.
terabytes on.
That's why like computers get slow, and why a computer from 6 years ago, when you turn it on, or maybe 6 years ago, something like that, when you turn it on, it might take 45 seconds to like boot up
Yeah.
and get to like the opening screen and stuff like that. And then when you open it and you log in and stuff, and it does all like the setting up the different programs and stuff, it might be really slow for like a minute. That's not just because like it's an older computer, because it's just the hard drive. Just because the hard drive has been used that much, which is why people switched to the SSDs, because they don't die off that quickly as well. They don't store it on a physical disk. So, also, my dad has bought old hard drives from people.
Yeah.
For something, I can't remember what.
Okay.
He went through it and then it was like really slow and it like wasn't working properly. And he got this program that would basically, he could use to run like a really full in-depth recovery of everything that had ever been put on that hard drive. He found fucking like literally the entire hard drive filled with music. Like so much music, which is sick. That's a good thing to find, not like legal stuff. Like not like legal documents you shouldn't have. So you found heaps of music on it. But like that was why it was running so slow, is because that shit was still on there even though they'd been deleted. You just don't see it anymore. Which is pretty fucked up. Because it just like, it's read, write, and it just overwrites. That kind of thing. So that's my problem with buying them. With SSDs, I know a lot less about how they read and write.
And how they age.
I don't know that much about them. All I think about it is if it's in our budget, we should always go new.
Yep, of course.
The other thing is because once we put all the footage on there and we fill it up or whatever, that hard drive, and then say this is like next year, if that hard drive is already a year old, then by the time we use it, it's going to be 2 years old.
Yeah.
2 or 3, right? And then by the time I'm finished using it, as in like all the footage has been, because I don't have the storage, I can't offload all that footage. I have to edit it. I have to edit it from the hard drives, which is fucking shit. It's really slow. Well, usually a lot slower.
Yeah. Makes sense.
By the time I'm done using them, and they'll be constantly in use, it'll be like, it could be like a 5-year-old hard drive.
Yeah.
Because with my work schedule currently, and how long it's taken me to get through the small things trip, getting through a 90-day trip with even more footage, I don't know how long that could take me. It could very well take me 2 years to get through, because I want to make something good and high quality. So that hard drive could be really old by then, and during that time, anything can happen to it. So the best quality hard drives we can get are going to mean that we can make sure we do not lose any of that footage. And then on the other hand is recording only the stuff that we know we kind of want to use, and also recording the stuff that we might want to use, but making sure we turn off the cameras when it's just nothing that important. It's like,
there's no point of having film. There's no point of having film.
Maybe you want some B-roll, some ambient B-roll and stuff like that. You get a couple hours of that, but 90 days, you don't need 90 days worth of like B-roll, right? So that was one thing that we can sort of take on from the last trip, which will also help us, one, get down that gigabytes per day thing, and two, because we're gonna have a lot of inland days where we fucking sucks, and when you think about it in like the actual movie, am I gonna
we're not gonna be inland for that long in the movie.
Am I gonna make an hour-long movie and somehow include everything that happens every day inland? No, it's not gonna happen. So, cutting down all that footage would be really good as well, so we don't record as much, and then we can, because I don't know how I'm gonna have 40 terabytes hooked up to the computer at once. Like it's gonna be very difficult. I'm gonna have a lot of different like projects, and have to at one point combine them all together. Yeah, so the storage thing is one of the biggest issues. I'd say it's a bigger issue than the battery was.
I'd agree.
Yeah. So that's my stance, pretty much, on that.
Yeah.
If it's in the budget, we
Go
should
new.
always go new, because we know it hasn't been touched before, and whatever is done to it, we know, like, we've done it.
Yeah. But I think it's just a good
Yeah.
little money saving thing. Just if we do get it, like find a few good quality ones.
If we,
May
like,
as well.
if we find, like, a fresh one,
Yeah.
yeah. But then again, yeah. Like, if there's one that's, like, I've had it for 6 months, and then, like, fucking didn't have a use for this, or bought too much, blah, blah, blah. Hell yeah. Like, that could be a good one. But I still want to go, like, I want to have the majority of our storage be new storage.
Yeah.
And the 4 hard drives that we bought weren't that expensive. Were they?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I don't remember what we estimated, like what the markup would be.
So anyways, what was this battery issue?
Right, so on the small things trip, we constantly would have to, whenever we parked up overnight,
Yeah.
or
turn
like we're like
everything
turning
off.
off the car off for like an extended period of time, we would open the bonnet and then disconnect the battery lead, the positive, I think, or something like that. The reason for that was because if I had left this car for like say a week or 2 weeks or something like that, like if I left it for an extended period of time, I don't know how long it would actually take, but when I came back to the car to turn it on, it would be completely dead.
Yeah. Dead flat.
Completely flat.
Especially because we had the fridge on the trip. Like, we just cannot leave that on.
Right.
Cannot leave that running.
We had the fridge, and every time we get out of the car, we'd be like, shit, don't forget to... We'd like turn the car off, and then we'd be like, no, the fridge! Thinking that like straight away the fridge was drawing power from the battery.
yeah.
And it was, but like, well, I think it was drawing power
We
from the battery.
hope it was.
I mean, on that fridge, we broke the spare...
Yeah.
They stopped working.
Yeah,
So that's a problem. But that could have just been the rear battery fucking up. So yeah, the car has the front battery, that's that way.
That
and
way.
the rear battery, which is that way. Yeah. But I had to remove the entire rear battery and all this stuff to get the canopy on.
Oh, okay.
And then because all the wiring back there is shit, I'm not going to put the rear battery in until I can go through that wiring
Yeah.
and replace a bunch of stuff, because it's really, really old and was put together really shittly. And the box that it was sitting in this like nice box to keep it like out of the weather.
Nice is
Because-
relative term.
Yeah, well, it was nice when I bought it.
Yeah.
It was sitting in this nice box. I didn't put it all together. But when I bought the car, it had like just a tarp over it. So obviously it's not exactly protected from the weather. So I bought a box to keep it secure and connected with all the fucking leads out of the weather. And then it was just a shit box and all the screws broke out and stuff. And so like I'd go and open it, and the fucking like the whole box is like swung out, and it's been held by like one bolt, and like the fucking walls are falling out, and it just doesn't.
Yeah.
It's because the battery is just swinging around in there. It's loose, so I'm just gonna get rid of and replace that entire thing. I don't even think it's still in there, which will be really good for the next trip. Is just to have a good rear battery setup, and honestly, the only thing I really want the rear battery for is being able to hook up the inverter in the canopy, so that we can have our files being transferred off. And then obviously like helping just with the front battery to like run the fridge and charge everything like we
Yeah.
are right now. That's like about it. So we would have to like keep disconnecting the battery, because we would
Yeah.
think, oh shit, it's just gonna like, we're gonna go turn
I
it
mean,
on. And it's gonna
even
be
as we were
completely dead.
driving, it was just going down in volts.
Yeah, I've got a little voltmeter here. How is the rear? Oh yeah, that's right. It just says that. So yeah, battery is meant to sit between like 13 and 14 roughly while it's running, and then like 12 when it's off, I think. And this battery does that fine. But this is a new battery.
Yeah.
The last battery we had while we were driving would it's meant to be at 14 while you're driving. It was like going below 10. It was below 11.
Yeah.
It was around 10 at its lowest point, I
It
think.
hovered around 10 for sure.
Which is lower than it needs to be to start the car. So we were like, we can't turn the car off. And if we unplugged the fridge, then I think we would see the battery voltage would go up a little bit.
But not
all the way.
enough.
Yeah. And the only other things we had connected to the car were we were charging like our microphones, our phones, and GoPro batteries.
GPS as well.
And the GPS, which is a fair amount of shit, and also like running the car, but like it's a fresh alternator, it should be fine, it should not be going at like 10 volts. The battery was the fridge was the only like kind of big thing that drawing a lot of power that we were slightly worried about. So we would always disconnect the fridge and then leave the car running for a little bit to sort of like recharge that battery, hopefully, was the goal. But either way, we were overstressing the battery a lot, and so we were very worried about it, and we would always disconnect it when we turned the car off so that it didn't leak. But that didn't actually do anything.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you confidently now that when I went to get this car again, because I left it up at my dad's, and when I went to go pick it up, it didn't start.
I remember this.
We couldn't jump it. It was like, it didn't start. It was like, oh, the millionth time, the battery is dead. Okay. We tried to jump it with a V6 and a bigger battery. It didn't work. We tried to fucking roll start it. And I rolled it all the way down this long ass hill, and it didn't. It fucking nearly turned over, but it just didn't start. Like, it just dropped into gear and was like, yeah, I'm running, but only, like, it didn't start the fucking battery. It was so dumb. Yeah, I don't know. We fucking failed to roll start it. And then I was like, okay, our last resort is we're gonna have to put my dad's battery, which is a bigger battery, into this car, and that should start it. So we swapped the batteries out, and then this car started, and it was fine. It was perfect. And the voltmeter was reading higher volts than I had before. It was perfect, healthy battery. So we're like, good. But now my dad doesn't have a battery. So he was like, okay, I'll just buy another one. That's your Christmas present. Cool. But then he took my old battery and he put that on charge. And what he noticed was that when he charged it overnight, and it got up to full charge again, he would take it off, the charging thing would have like the voltmeter still reading on it, and he noticed it was slowly dropping.
Okay.
So it was leaking.
It was just the battery.
Actual battery.
It was just a
was
shit
just
battery.
old and dead.
Great.
And I had that like, it should last like 5 years. I had that for like a couple of years. So a big, I don't want to say big thing because like we say it too much, obviously.
We do say big things a lot.
We do say big, but
we plan to say it a lot.
A big thing, yeah. Well, a big, and this is like the big things.
A large thing.
A big thing we need to do before the big things thing. A big thing we need to do before the big things thing. That's funny. Is I need to go through all the shit that's connected to the battery.
Yep.
Figure out where it all goes. And look at the connections between the front battery and the rear battery. Put an isolator in. Then look at the connections from the rear battery to these 12-volt ports in the rear passenger seats on the wall, and get them to work again because they stopped working for some reason, which could have been the rear battery, it could have been other connections, I don't know.
Well, one of the actual connectors just fucked. The other one doesn't work for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why they're fucked.
Yeah.
I might have to replace them. It shouldn't be that difficult. But again, this is all like list of shit, like of things that take a couple hours at least. Like this job, like the whole battery job, take a couple days or weeks. So it's a long time. Anyway, yeah, I need to get that rear battery hooked up and working again with ports, with an isolator, and make sure that the alternator is big enough to charge both batteries, and then make sure that we can connect the fridge to the rear battery directly, not the front battery, so that I don't overload the front battery with stress of all the auxiliary stuff for the actual car, plus charging our other stuff.
Yeah.
And I want to put spotlights back on the car again, obviously.
Of course.
So it has to run those too, which could come from whatever. But all this stuff is going to the front battery right now, and nothing was going to the rear battery, I don't think, except for the light bar. So I just need to redo all that kind of stuff. And that's going to be a fucking big process. It's the biggest task I have left to complete it's bigger than the planning.
Yeah.
It's really big. It's a really big thing.
Really?
Yeah, so...
Well, look, we're glad that that's really the only last thing we need to do for the car.
Yes. But we have diagnosed the first issue, which was the battery leak.
Yeah.
Diagnosed, solved. New battery, we're good. It was also a faulty battery, well, no. I say faulty, but I only had that battery for like 2 years, so I'm assuming I just overstressed it.
Yeah.
Like the old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... That's where I stand with the battery now. Pretty fucked. It's pretty fucked. It's pretty fucked up.
But we know where
It's
we
not very
stand.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
It's not very good. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of shit to do. There's a lot of shit to do. I don't even know where to start with like 12-volt wiring for a fucking Nissan Navara.
Look it up.
There's an auto tech I know. I don't know, but like
Yeah.
Kai's been to.
Oh, okay.
I might talk to him, get some advice off him, or just fucking get him to do it and give me a quote.
That'd be an idea too.
Yeah. Could be a lot though, but like I can get a quote. First things first, gotta get like money.
Yeah.
Money. Anyway, so that happened. Anyway, what's been going on in your life? Because we started talking about that, and then we ended up talking about baristas in this.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of uni, a lot of work, of course.
How is uni going? What are you studying right now?
I'm still doing chemical engineering.
I know that.
Right now, I've started doing like energy balances through systems. So
Energy
like,
balances.
yeah,
That sounds pretty cool.
Following all of the power input output.
Oh,
through a
real?
system.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Could I ask you a question?
Yeah, you could.
Could you please find the power input and output on this fucking car?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to touch that, bro.
Still learning.
Look, I deal
So you
with
got any-
chemicals, man.
You got any electrical engineering friends in your classes that could help out?
Well, not in my classes, but I know a few electrical engineers, so potentially. I know a few mechanical engineers that would actually love to have a look at the car.
Yo, give him my number.
I will.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Maybe. This guy lives in Redcliffe, so maybe. No, he's got a really nice truck. He's got a 70 series, I think, that he's completely done up himself. Like, he got it from the mines. Him and his dad did it up. So, yeah. But it's a nice fucking truck.
I wanted to get a Land Cruiser from the mines, but because you can get them for a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
But they only really get the new ones. Like, I was going to get a Hilux from an ex-mine Hilux. And obviously the problems are the chassis.
Yeah, shit's been beat.
Because they don't get cleaned properly. And they're impossible to clean in the first place with all that dust.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if you find one that isn't in a shitty condition, it's expensive anyway. Because they're always new cars. They're always like 2017, 2016.
Yeah.
Even like the 2016 ones, if you find them, they're shit. Or they're like $800 starting bid. And you're like, yeah, the chassis is fucked. Like, yeah, this doesn't work.
Yeah, there's no point.
Mm.
But yeah, we're doing that. I have a fluid dynamics exam in 2 days, which is going to be great. I'm excited for that.
Fluid dynamics. It's like water?
Yeah, water and air and shit. Fluid is basically anything that isn't solid.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
There you go. You learn something new every day. So we're doing that. Just like
What-
flows through pipes and everything like that.
What is
That's the
it?
main thing.
What do you like calculate in that? Like, what do you have to know to
Uh,
understand fluid dynamics?
So it's a lot of viscosity and like friction stuff. So how much friction the pipe has, how much sort of, they call it head.
how much head loss you have through your pipe,
Mm-hmm.
how much loss you have due to
I've
pressure
got a lot of
changes.
head loss in my pipe.
You want to know what so something that we've been doing and something that I'm about to be assessed on in this exam is called the net positive suction head.
Yo, I got a huge net positive suction head.
Yep. So yeah, that's the lovely stuff I get to deal with in fluid dynamics.
How do you sit in a class like that with your lecturers talking about net positive suction head and not just laugh your ass off?
I do.
How big are your classes?
I got 140 people in my cohort.
How many people go to your classes?
Like show up?
Mm.
Like 80, 70 or 80.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because a lot of them are workshops
Yeah.
more than lectures. No one goes to the lectures.
Do you go to them?
I go to some of the lectures sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm skipping a lecture today, but
Oh.
no, I know.
Not there. How many people are in the workshops then? I don't have any lectures.
Easily about 100.
Really? There's
Yeah.
more people in the work.
Anywhere from that 70 to 100.
What's the difference between the workshop and the lecture? Is it like more involved?
Yeah, more involved. Usually in the workshop, we're actually doing questions or practice or something that we are assessed on.
Right.
So, whereas the lecture, they record them anyways. So you just watch them later.
Guess how many people are in my workshops? I don't have any lectures, by the way.
Like 20?
Yeah. I think one of them has like 16.
Damn.
The other one has like 22.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, this is down from last
UniSC
year.
business.
This is down from last year, where in like the first year engineering, it's you and like 900 other students in this one course. It is just like a massive social death because everybody is there. Only about a fifth of those people are actually going to be studying the same shit as you the next year, and about half of those people are probably going to drop out of engineering within the next 4 years.
Yeah.
So, good luck, have fun. Because my first year, like, friend group from engineering, I'm in contact with, like, 3 of them now. There was 11 of us.
Holy shit.
And that's mainly just because everybody's gone and specialized in a different type of engineering. Or one of them dropped out of engineering to do teaching, so...
To do teaching.
To do teaching. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh,
At
well.
UQ.
At UQ. At UQ. That's fun.
I think my cohort has a bit over 100.
Damn.
Yeah. But when I say that,
There is a funny joke coming.
you know how UniSC has multiple campuses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 100.
It's 100. between Gympie, the Sunshine Coast, and Moreton Bay. It's like a bit over 100 between the 3 campuses.
Oh my god. That's a number.
You want chippy?
I love a chippy.
It's pretty funny. So yeah, you've been working a lot?
Yeah, I went from about to do 0 hours this last weekend to doing 12.
Oh, that's good.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Didn't really need to because I probably should have been studying for my exam or doing other shit.
Yeah.
But the money's nice, so I'm not complaining.
Do you still have just the bartending job, or is there something else? Bartending and tutoring?
This was at the nightclub. I'm tutoring this afternoon, and I still have the stage crew job, but I haven't been doing that so much recently. There just hasn't been much work.
Right, yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, actually, I'm about to set up for Hans Zimmer next week.
Fuck off!
Yeah, he's coming and playing the entertainment center.
Fuck off!
Yeah.
That is insane!
He's got like 3 days of production before his actual show. He's gonna have so much fucking sound systems. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking Hans Zimmer!
Simmer.
Hans Zimmer, bro.
Yeah, dude.
What? I have finished my lunch,
There we go. You working tonight?
which was also breakfast. Huh? No, I've got Monday and Tuesdays off.
Alright.
Usually.
Nice.
Are you working Easter weekend at the clubs?
No, Easter weekend I'm going to be in Byron Bay. So, on Wednesday, as soon as my exam finishes, I'm getting in a car and I'm driving down to Byron Bay.
I think that's what goes out on Good Friday.
Yeah, it would do.
Yeah.
So,
Should I go edit it?
I'll be in Byron Bay when this comes out.
So what are you going to Byron Bay for, sorry?
The Byron Bay Blues Fest. I went last year to it. It was
Oh.
an amazing experience. I was also over at Easter weekend. And,
Any big names playing?
Crowded House, Hilltop Hoods.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me about that.
Yeah.
I'm very
John Butler's going to be there.
Oh!
Cat Empire.
What?
Toto is going to fucking be there. Like
Really?
Africa? Yeah. I
Like
know.
Africa?
Yeah, like Africa.
Like the one that did the Toto that did
Like the rains down in
the-
Africa? Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
That was a really weird last minute name. Another last minute name was Tom Morello, otherwise known as the guy from Rage Against the Machine.
Really?
Yeah. So he's going to be there as a solo act and probably play a bunch of Rage songs.
I feel like Rage Against the Machine doesn't fit with Toto.
No, it doesn't. Neither does Hilltop Hoods, but
Yeah, like these are all very different genres. This is not the
it's
blues.
very blues, right?
No, it's not very blues at all.
But they do have plenty of like actual blues singers there. Like Mark Prasad is someone I'm very excited for.
It's gonna be like blues, blues, blues. Hilltop Hoods, blues, blues. Rage Against the Machine, blues, blues.
Ocean Alley is gonna be.
So it's just a cool festival.
It's
right?
just a cool festival.
it's just a
That's all it is. It started as a blues
It's
fest.
just like a, do you like music? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
cool, it's a festival. They call it the Blues Fest. It's not blues though.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm gonna be there. It's a 4-day festival. It's gonna be really nice. We're just camping.
The
for the whole
Blues
weekend.
Brothers would disapprove.
I
We
should
got-
take my whole suit and go as the Blues Brothers.
We got half a tank of gas. No, what was it? We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes, and a 500 or 300 mile drive to Chicago.
It's 300 miles to Chicago.
Oh,
we got
that's
a full
how
tank
it
of
goes.
gas,
Full, yeah,
It's
it's
night.
all the way around.
and we're wearing sunglasses.
He is night and wearing sunglasses. Kick it. Yeah, that's a good one. I still haven't watched that with Reagan yet.
That is a sin.
Yeah, I kept telling Reagan and I we were going to watch it one night because everyone kept calling us the Blues Brothers.
Yeah. Still haven't watched it.
Still have not shown him it.
Damn, that's so sad.
I haven't seen it in so long. It's so funny. Isn't that the one where they glue the throttle to the floor? So
Yeah.
they get it and he sticks it to the floor and he just takes off and they go into like the house or something or the river.
Yep.
Something
And
like
there's
that.
the Nazis and.
Oh my god, it's so funny, bro.
It's a great movie.
And there's like the car chase where there's just like a fucking 1,000 cops and they're all flying off bridges and shit. Oh, it's so good.
It's the Blues Brothers being chased by Nazis, being chased by police.
Yeah, and the blue.
And then the military and
there's like
everything.
there's like a, yeah, and there's a huge crash in one of the intersections in like one of the last scenes,
Yep.
and they just drive. Don't they drive like up the car, or like one of the cops does or something? Like all the cops like kept crashing into each other, like just fucking 50 cars crash, and then one of them flips, and it's like out of ramp,
Yep.
and he drives off,
We're on a mission from God.
and then they pull up, get out of the car. And they close the door, and then everything. They're like, "Oh my god, I'm surprised this guy made it."
Falls apart.
And then just, everything just falls comically off of it. That's a peak cinema movie
It's
right
definitely a
there.
great movie. I've been making Ali watch Star Wars, finally.
She hasn't seen Star Wars.
She's never seen Star Wars before until now, so she's watched all of the original trilogy and Phantom Menace now.
Right.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
make her
actually
watch.
remember like anything of Star Wars. Just
It's just Star Wars. You just need to have seen
yeah. It's like I don't know what happens, but like I've seen it.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like I know that these guys don't like those guys, and like he's his son.
And someone has a blue Schwans and someone has a red Schwans.
Yeah. And he fought him, and there's Darth this and Darth that, and
Thingy.
and that guy has a purple one.
And it's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Purple one.
Purple Schwans.
Purple Swans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make her watch the second prequel, and then they are re-releasing Revenge of the Sith in cinemas.
Oh, really?
Next week, at the end of next week.
That's pretty good.
So we're gonna go watch that in cinemas, so that Ali can see Revenge of the Sith in the cinemas for the first ever time.
Yeah, I kind of implied. You kind of implied that when you said you were going to watch it in cinemas.
No, I didn't. I just said that I was gonna watch it.
Oh, you're
Not,
going to
not Ali. I was just gonna watch it by myself.
You're going to watch it by yourself so that Ali can see it
Yeah.
in cinema.
I'll take a video for it.
This is what it looked like in the cinema.
Actually, I have this really small digital camera now. It can take HD video in 30 frames a second.
Oh yeah. What?
So I'll just record it. It's a Kodak Pixpro.
What? Oh yeah. That's fucking old.
Yeah. But it's
Was
good.
it like the 480p?
Probably.
It's like 8K video. Yeah.
I can do a bit better than 480, but it's not amazing video quality.
720 then?
Maybe.
Probably 720 then. Would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, 140p or whatever it was.
144.
144p.
Yeah.
Damn, that was shit. God. I used to have to watch YouTube videos in 144p because I couldn't load anything else.
See, I just load it in 480, but I just let it load for 20 minutes as I go do something else, and then
Yeah.
I'd come back and watch it, because then the whole thing's loaded.
But it would only load a certain amount.
That was before they changed it.
Yeah.
You used to just be able to load the whole video.
Yeah, and then they changed.
Yeah.
You can only load
Motherfuckers.
a minute of it.
At most in advance.
Yeah, it's so gay. So any other news with you?
I don't think so. I don't know, there probably is, but
Maybe.
nothing that's important at the moment.
We'll talk about it tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, I
We're
guess
gonna
so.
record again tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll figure out what we'll talk about then.
Yeah.
Oh, Ali's been moving in.
Oh, she's actually moved in now.
Yeah, so
That's good.
that's all been finally approved, so she's fully moved in just about. There's a few last things we need to do at her old
Oh,
place.
she on the lease?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So we need to re-sign that probably end of this week or next week. But yeah, that's all good. That's happening. So that's been very busy at the moment. So that's sort of why I've been behind in uni,
Yeah.
dealing with that.
Yeah, fuck. Shit happens. What else have I been up to? I went to Melbourne.
You did go to Melbourne.
Yes, that was one of the larger things that happened
Maybe
in
we
my
should
life.
talk about that tomorrow.
We can talk about Melbourne tomorrow.
I think that's a good
Yes,
idea.
you can hear about Melbourne, and for them it'll be in 2 weeks. Tomorrow we're gonna keep talking.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks you can see what we're
You
talking
can
about.
continue this conversation.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about what I did in Melbourne for the weekend,
Yeah.
and it contains. Shit, how much can I say?
I don't know. Well, I mean, we can talk about some of my more Brisbane hijinks. I've been to the footy a few times recently. Just other stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, you did go to the footy. That's right.
Actually, I went on a picnic yesterday with a few friends, just for someone's birthday. And we went to Kangaroo Falls. What the fuck? No, Point.
You
Kangaroo Point. What am I on
Bro?
about, bro? Why am I going crazy? Poopity poopy poo.
Crazy,
I was crazy once.
and then you lost the game. Oh my god! I went over to my friend's house yesterday,
Yep.
and then they have a whiteboard on the fridge,
Nice. Nice.
and I was sitting on the couch, and I hadn't seen it. I was sitting on the couch, and you can see the whiteboard from there, and someone goes, "Don't look at the whiteboard," and I go to look.
Oh, it was already written up there?
Yeah. And Cooper grabs my eyes and goes, "Don't look, don't look, don't look," and he's trying to save me from it. And then I pulled his hands off and I looked at it, and I just turned around to him and I was like, "I should have trusted you."
I should have listened.
Why did I not listen? I wanted to know. I want to now unknow.
Curiosity killed the cat.
I killed Cat. What?
Why'd you kill cat?
Curiosity.
Cat?
I'm so lost. Me?
You?
kill?
Cat.
Curiosity.
Is.
Let's play the one word game.
Yeah, we are.
No, like,
Probably.
yeah.
Once.
There.
Was.
A.
Penis.
In.
Your.
Dinner.
And.
Dane.
Was.
The.
Biggest.
Penis.
In.
The.
Dinner.
Plate.
Once there was a penis in it.
Once there was a penis in the dinner.
In your dinner.
Once there was a penis in your dinner, and Dane was the biggest penis
In the dinner.
in the dinner plate.
In the dinner.
Oh fuck. Oh, why does it have to be raining on
Just
my day off?
'cause- Hey, it's a purple hearse. It's not a hearse, but
That's not even. Yeah, whatever you say, buddy.
it's hearse-like enough. Oh yeah, I've been learning about all types of wonderful pumps and pipes and all that stuff in uni. I can tell you what a centrifugal pipe is now.
I know what a
Positive
centrifugal pipe
displacement
is.
pump is a PDP, which is a positive displacement.
PDP
Dynamic
sounds like a
pumps.
drug.
It does sound like a drug. It sounds like PCP.
PCP. You ever tried PCP?
Never tried PCP. Don't really want to try PCP.
Why not?
It's a pretty bad drug.
What's bad about it?
The words.
The words.
The words. I
The
don't like
words.
PCP, just as a concept. I don't even know what it is.
What does it stand for? Polyamorous continuum. No, that's PCC.
Pizza cannoli penis.
Pizza shit. Papa comes pizza.
Puffers.
You ever had Pizza Hut?
I've had Pizza Hut many times, yeah.
I've never had Pizza Hut.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
You are a one franchise man.
yeah. I don't know. I don't. There's no Pizza Hut nearby. Why is it raining so much?
Jesus Christ.
It's so loud.
Actually, that's about to be the fucked thing at Blues Fest. It hasn't stopped raining there in like 2 weeks. In
Well, I'm
Byron Bay.
sure it'll stop before Easter.
No,
It's
it always
all-
rains.
It's always dry at Easter.
So, yeah, we're gonna have a very soggy time.
I love a bit of sog.
Bit of sog in your toes, in your socks.
Between the wrigglers. A little bit of muddy nails.
Dude, the other night at
Yeah.
work, my socks got so wet. At the end of my shift, I literally had trench foot
Why were your socks wet?
because the washing machine was leaking.
Why didn't you turn off the washing machine?
I did
So why was your socks wet?
because the washing machine leaked.
That much?
Yeah,
Should
it
get
just gets
waterproof.
wet in the back, dude.
That's why I wear boots now, because when we like scrub the floors and shit, it gets really
Yeah.
wet.
No, I'm gonna get new boots.
Yeah, I got these. So how's this? What fucking shoes was I wearing? I had these Nikes, right?
Yep.
You know the Nikes
Oh,
I had?
I remember them. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones I wore on the small things trip.
Yeah, those lovely things.
I had those for like, what was it, 7 or 8 months?
Yep.
Everyone I asked were like, how long do you think, like, how long does it look like I've had these for? And they were like 2-3 years. Apparently. And they were fucked. Like, they were sort of like completely fall apart. I had worn them to shit in like 7 months. So I was like, well, I'm not getting Nikes again. And I already have these Vans I'm wearing right now, but they're not like, they're so old. I need new soles to be able to stand up in them for like 12 hours a day.
Yep.
So I was like, I need to go get new shoes just for work. So I was walking around the plaza and I went into the Vans shop there to have a squiz.
Okay.
And I didn't really see anything, but then I saw this like pair of boots. They were
In
like-
the van shop.
Yeah, boots.
Okay.
In the Vans shop. And that's when I learned that Vans sells fucking waterproof hiking boots for like $300.
Really?
Yeah, proper high quality, like really, really lightweight hiking boots. Really good.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So they weigh like they weigh less than the Nikes I was wearing basically, and they're full like actual boots, like cover your ankles and stuff with
Yeah.
a lot of like padding and grip and really good sole, obviously because it's made for hiking, and so it's not like the best ever grip ever for like hospitality, but it's better grip than having fucking old shitty sneakers.
Yeah, definitely.
And they were on sale. They were like 20 or 30% off or something like that, which was good enough for me to go, yeah, fuck it, I'll get them.
Nice.
So I've been wearing them recently, and so I'm wearing these like all black boots, and then if you look closer on the side, there's just a Vans logo. I'm just like, what the fuck are these? This doesn't make no fucking sense.
That's actually really dope.
Yeah, they're sick.
Actually,
super comfy.
Didn't Connie's come out with like some steel caps or composite caps?
Oh,
like
they
a
probably
year or so
did.
ago?
They probably did, yeah.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, I
thought
don't
it was really
mind
dumb.
Converse, but
I don't really like Converse.
I don't like I like their high tops, but I think their soles are very like way too uncomfortable.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
They're too flat for my feet.
First pair of high tops I ever owned were Connie's. I wore them like twice. I didn't like them.
Mine were. You ever had some half cabs?
Oh,
I
no,
nearly
I've
bought,
never
like-
owned some of those, but
I nearly
know
bought
what you mean.
Globe. You know, remember Globe?
Oh, I used to have a pair of Globes.
Same.
Like,
Many a year ago.
Yeah, they were great. I loved my Globes.
I fully forgot how like that Globes exist, and also just how comfortable they are. They are.
Dude, they're so good.
They're so padded. They're so thick, and they are. Oh my god.
I had this pair of Globes that I bought from an op shop for $20. I had them for 4 years.
4 years.
They were such good shoes. Such good fucking shoes.
I've never had shoes for more than the Vans I'm wearing right now are the longest I've had. These are about 2 years.
Yeah,
or
I got rid of the
something.
Globes.
Before that, it was like a year.
Sort of a year ago, I think I got rid of the Globes.
Oh yeah.
They just finally wore down. But I had them for ages. They were amazing.
Yeah, Globes are great. I nearly got like full skate shoe Globes and shit.
Yeah.
But I decided against them too because I didn't want to like just ruin them with the water at work.
Yeah.
But then you get
Of course.
boots, and for hospital it's so much better. Even if you just go get like those slip-on, no, probably not them because they're not tight enough. I know for me, I need to be able to run,
Yeah.
so I can't just have like a pair of just waterproof boots. So yeah, drop $220 on shoes.
Hell.
Yeah, not very fun.
Yeah. No, I don't know how much I'm about to spend on new shoes. Hopefully not that much, but
Just don't spend that much. Why do you need new shoes? Because the
Well-
Globes died.
well, the Globes died, but that was ages ago, so I've already fixed that problem. But the work boots that got my
Yeah.
socks wet,
Yeah.
the
Worst thing is coming home after a long shift, and your shoes have been wet, and
those boots are like dead now. I've thrown them in the bin already. So
yeah. And then
They're
you take off your socks, and they're like white, like your toes are fully white
Yeah.
and wrinkled. That is the worst feeling.
it was
Ever.
so bad.
It
So bad.
sucks. And then I've had such long shifts before that I take my shoes off and my toes are numb.
Ooh.
Like fully, like my big toes are completely numb. Yeah. And I'm like walking around on them and it's like pins and needles.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah. That was fucked. I had that last weekend. Well, now
Here we are.
Yeah, now I've got to do some studying. That's just gonna work. Now I've got to do some studying for the class I'm gonna drop out of,
Lovely.
which is gonna be great. Do I even bother studying, or do I just start deferring now and work on the big things trip? Hey, because that's what I really want to do.
Yeah.
Even though like it's interesting because like the big things trip, like editing the video and doing even like all the planning and stuff and the day by day stuff like that, I find it really fun. I really enjoy doing it,
Yeah.
but I can't do it for more than like
A few hours.
like 1 to 3 hours, and I am tired and worn out and bored because it just takes so much time and energy to go through
Yeah.
and to like make sure it's proper, because I can't just like go through and like have it be. She didn't fucking wave. Dumb bit. Sorry. Yeah, because I can't just like go through and it be like whatever.
Yeah.
Like it has to be done 100% properly. So yeah, it takes a lot of fucking energy, which I obviously have not been able to dedicate to it as it needs. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I reason if you're not enjoying being so spread out, which you obviously aren't.
Yeah. Oh, it started playing now. This is a song I tried to play like
Oh, okay.
when we were sitting at the thing.
Oh.
It's called Everything Black. She waved.
Yay.
Yeah, so what were you saying? Something about spreading out? I like you.
If you're
I know someone you know who likes to spread it.
Good for you, Dylan. No, if you're not enjoying being so spread out and like across so many things, or you're finding you're not being able to devote as much time to the things you enjoy more, you may as well
Just
drop
defer.
out.
Yeah,
Or defer uni.
yeah, it's annoying. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't have the time. I wish there was like more time, and like my body wouldn't like, because I'm sick and I'm run down right now.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I can actually slow down. Like I still have all this work to do, and it's not going anywhere. Like it's just getting more and more and more as time passes. So I need to keep going and stay on top of it. And I'm clearly run down a little bit. Did I child lock you? Oh, now it works. I'm clearly run down a little bit. So like, what I'm trying to say is, have you ever been where you would just, and you had a dream where you like, and you could, and you feel, and you would.
In the beginning.
Also, look, Mahalo bought a bike.
I saw that.
That's Mahalo's.
It's very nice.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Ah, fair.
I mean, I like it. But it's a CF Moto, which is like a Chinese company.
Yeah, never heard of that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's okay because it's like fresh and new, but it already had a fuel leak. Oh,
I'm sorry.
he just bought it like last week.
It's already had a leak?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it is. It's very unfortunate.
Okay.
What was I saying though?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I really need a pee, so let's wrap this up.
All right. Well, yeah. So anyway, I don't want all my eggs in one basket. Is what I'm trying to get at. Is the point of what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to drop out of uni and just be relying on just my work right now.
And the experience you can get from it.
Yeah, in the future. Like, yes, that could lead me to everything that I want to do, but the degree I'm doing is exactly what I'm learning to do practically. So it's almost like I'm doing the practical stuff and the theory, learning the theory before the practical stuff at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And that is too much for me right now. But I really want to do it. I just really want to. And I want to find a way to do it. But yeah, I don't know if I can. And also, because like, if it comes to picking between uni or the big things trip, I'm picking the big things trip every fucking day. Because it's been 2 years of planning and publicizing it now. Like, it has become a public thing that we will look back on in 10 or 15 years or 20 if I live that long, right? And be like, oh yeah.
You should do, surely.
But that's
It'll be an amazing thing to look
That's
back
what
on.
Aaliyah was saying the other day, was like, this would be so cool to like look back on in like, 5-10 years.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like even just like the podcast and stuff like that, they'll always be there. But yeah, anyway. So I don't know.
Look, stick with it, I say, for this semester.
Yeah.
Next semester, almost definitely defer.
Yeah, that's where my head's at, like almost definitely going to be deferring for next one, just because I need to focus on uni. On the big things trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's been going through my head recently. And on the next episode of this podcast, you can hear about why I'm so sniffly and sick today, and have been for the last week, because of the trip and the shit that we did in Melbourne. I did in Melbourne. And
you guys will hear about that in 2 weeks from now, but I'll hear that tomorrow. So,
losers.
suck shit.
Suck shit, bitch. And we'll also be in Brizzy.
Yeah, we will. We'll be.
Yeah. Do I have
in a
anything on
different
to
area. Yeah, you do. You're recording a podcast in Brizzy.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, Jason
cool.
and the podcast. I have a meeting?
Oh no.
Oh, I do have a meeting. Well, I'm going to make some calls about that and see if I actually have a meeting, because it's in there. Oh, I definitely have a meeting.
You definitely have a meeting?
Yeah, it's
Okay, so we may not see you tomorrow.
it's with my boss and my boss's bosses.
Okay. You should go to that meeting.
It's only 1 p.m.
I'm not going to be back in Brizzy until like 11.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you should go to that meeting.
What if we did the podcast? So what if
we just
if
call
Jason-
each other?
What if Jason drives? What if I give you one of the microphones, and then we're just on a call? Like it basically we do what we do on Discord.
Yeah, we could.
Or Jason drives that, and then you come in this car, and we drive down to the airport.
I have something to do at
In
9
the morning now.
here, so no.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Anyways,
thank you for watching.
This has
Thank you for
been cute.
listening, and I hope you enjoyed this. Fuck off! I'm trying to fucking talk to a camera. They probably definitely. Oh no, I was about to say they
he's
could,
fine.
I was about to say they could have heard that.
Bro, no.
Bro, we
No.
couldn't hear ourselves speak.
No. They're doing renovations over there. But anyways, thank you for listening to the podcast. We'll see you in a fortnight. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Ciao, ciao.